Welcome back to another episode of The Jermaine Hall Show. Today's guest is someone special you've seen bring emotion, strength, and raw honesty to the screen in my hit series Layers. She was a huge part of what made that story feel so real. And today, we're taking it behind the scenes. But we're also going to dig into something we all deal with, relationships. We'll explore how art imitates life and how her journey both on and off the camera has shaped the way she views love, trust, and balance. So sit back and relax and let's peel some layers back with my special guest, Miss Shey. Miss Shey. What's poppin'? What kind of day you had?
It was a long one. Very, very long one.
A long one?
But a blessed one.
I didn't have a long one. I ain't do nothing on purpose today.
Mm.
For the first time in a long time, I didn't do nothing on purpose. You know what I did today? Mm. I got dressed for this. 2 hours before you got here.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't looked around at no work. I ain't answered the phone for nobody. Nothing on purpose.
Unfortunately, I lost my grandfather, so today's been...
My condolences.
No, he lived a hell of a life. So, just all blessed with that. But just answering phone calls and talking to family and getting stuff straight.
Word.
But outside of that, I've been binge watching shows all morning. That's it.
Binge watching shows?
All morning.
So it was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You know why we here. You know why we here. We finna get busy. I'm having fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I hope you relaxed and we're going to have a good time.
I'm in it.
You got your Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's straight. Everything's straight. We
the young girl say, I'm in it.
Oh, my God.
I'm in it.
I'm talking about in there.
My nieces taught me that. I'm in it.
They in there? Okay.
Man.
So, you feeling good.
I am.
Look great.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I seen you.
Yeah.
You know, we did some acting together. Layers, the web series. I know we had some fun with that, but we'll get into that. I guess we can get this show started.
Okay.
You know, the people came to hear a little bit about your insight and how you felt about everything that transpired. Plus, we get into I like to tie it into what my whole thing is, which is relationship-based podcast. Mm-hmm. We talk about just trying to figure out the ins and outs of why it's so hard to just be in a relationship. Figure out those ins and outs. But I want to start with your character, Champagne, on Layers. What was your first impression of your character when it was explained to you?
Well, first of all, I thought she was the lady that, had the history with the main character. And, because remember, we didn't have a name for it first.
Right.
We didn't have a name for her. And for whatever reason, I gave the name of my past character. Back in them days of a lot of pole work and lots of dollar flying, If you know, you know. I was Champagne for a long time ago.
The Steppers?
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that she was just a person that the main character was just tied in with. Like, you always got that one chick that you always got the history with and was locked down and just a cool chick.
Okay. Was this your first acting experience? And if so, what were the nerves or the challenges like stepping into that role?
Actually, it was not my actual first. I've done some. This is the first one that actually came out.
Okay.
And it's the first one that I've shot in multiple settings.
Okay.
It was, for me, I think it was so easy because you didn't actually give us an actual script. Like, I didn't have to memorize anything. Half the stuff that we went through and we did was all improv. And we just went with the vibe of what we was dealing with. And the vibe was always crazy. Like, it was laid back. I it was like drive-through filming. Like, it was the McDonald's of filming. So,
well, I tried to be respectful of y'all time.
oh,
So,
yeah,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
You did that.
So
You did
I
that.
didn't think we needed to shoot 16 hours. Well, judging from what I've learned from filming now
Mm-hmm.
and what I want to move into as far as production, it's going to take a little bit more time, you know, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was your favorite memory or funniest behind the scenes moment on set?
The funniest. There was so many. Oh my gosh. I think the day when you hopped that fence, honey. Because I think I kept making like a little pink noise or something in the background, like,
Right.
because I did not see you clearing that fence. I was so proud of you that day. And every time you did it, I had to walk off. Like, it was hilarious. And the way that you came into your character, because you have to think that the first few times we filmed, I came through, I did my part, I dipped out. I had never seen you in your role until that day. And that day was just, it was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you know, that's a common thing I'm hearing from the actors and actresses there.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, Jermaine, I never saw you get into character so fast and so well.
Man.
But then you flip right out of it and start telling us what to do and go right back to the character. It was like, you're like bipolar or something.
You went from like Spike Lee to Tommy Davidson. Like, it was such a huge transition, but it was fun to watch though. It really was.
That's dope. Layers deals with a lot of real emotions and mental health themes. Was there a moment where the story hit close to home for you personally?
I think So are you asking me from when I was filming or when I actually watched it?
Both. Let's do both.
So I think the ultimate was seeing what Verse went through, like his emotions and the ups and downs, and seeing him alone in one element, and then the way that he was around, like with the lady at the park, and he was just such a goofball and happy person. But then when it goes to his personal, he goes into this like real dark space, and I deal with that a lot because I'm a people person. I work, in the public eye, but then when I'm at home, it's like everything that you really have to really face and deal with. It gets rough.
For sure. I believe that everybody has a mask.
Yeah.
That they try to manage from day to day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show that because some people are managing it and some people are drowning in it.
Yeah.
And we should be doing better than just managing it. It shouldn't even have to exist. Mm-hmm. But what do they call it? Code switching. Mm-hmm. We're code switching from room to room, from conversation to conversation. And I think that that's what takes a toll on us. It's trying to manage so many different masks. And
then being in certain situations, whenever you come to a trigger, you can't really deal with that trigger right then.
Sometimes.
So then
because we got people that don't know how to regulate their emotions. You know what I mean?
Crash out.
Right. And that's never worth it.
For sure.
So what did being a part of Layers teach you about yourself as an actress and maybe even as a person?
First of all, because we had many talks after we would film, and
you was mad at me for the ending. That's what I remember the most.
The day I was like, I can't, but like it was so emotional, because the world didn't see that coming, and I actually went back and watched the whole series trying to like pick up, like, how did he know that this was gonna happen? And I was so mad at you because I just knew it was gonna be like 6 seasons of him. Man. But it was powerful. That was powerful.
So did you you yourself learn anything from the series? Like, if you had to pull something away from it, whether it was behind the scenes dealing with the people, or
I learned that men have feelings too.
Thank you for saying that. You know how important that is?
Because my character, I couldn't stand her. Well, I mean, she was living a life though. You know what I'm saying?
She had it made. She was having her way.
Life, but men have feelings too, and Yeah. Yeah. Men have feelings too.
Did you have to draw from personal life experiences or past relationships to make a scene feel authentic at any point?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What part was that?
Well, first of all, am I supposed to say what?
Say it all.
I don't want to say exactly what happened if they haven't watched it.
So you don't have to give away the scene. I don't.
Okay,
think.
so me
actually give it away. It's
okay,
been
so
out long enough.
Me coming into this, I'm thinking that I was the sex goddess of verse.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I got into it, I had a whole husband and then another boyfriend, and everybody was cool with it. Mm-hmm. But it was just crazy for me to even be in that position because it was like, how am I going to even? It was a certain point to where I was so worried how people were going to perceive the people that I was in scenes with in real life.
Why?
That bothered me. I don't know. Because I was like, man. And like, even when I was out somewhere, I was walking across the Kroger parking lot and this dude was in his car. I was like, hey, what's up? And his homie was like, no. She don't even treat her husband with no respect. Oh my God.
He was looking around like, what husband?
What? He's like, yeah, I seen that show. But it was deep. It was deep.
So,
it was super deep.
What I wanted the people to see with her being able to manage multiple men and her having the leeway to do so, it wasn't restrictive, is I was pointing to the unconventional relationships in that we see nowadays. So I was trying to grab that audience too, make them feel at home. With,
absolutely.
Oh, this does happen. You know, not that I would live that way, right? But I can identify with so many people that have, you know. So I tried it early on in life, 20s, early 20s. Yeah, it's not for me. I don't want to share my girl. You know what I'm saying? And if I am sharing my girl, I don't know about it.
Well, one thing I will say that I've always prided myself on being like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. But if I'm not, I'm outside, right? So for me to be the type of female that I am, if I ain't solid with you, then I'm outside. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I got 2 and 3 at a time, but
it don't matter how many. You single.
Like some women, you have to understand that women, it's a Megan Thee Stallion got these girls outside for real.
A lot more than Megan Thee Stallion. It don't start there. It started way back. But I understand the sentiment.
So I mean, like, women are very comfortable in their lives, how they live and their paychecks. They really handling business like for real. So yeah. We the new niggas.
When you said that, I'm glad you said that because I got a segment that I wanted you to hear. But I'm going to ask you these couple of layers questions and then we'll move to women being the new niggas, as you would say. Okay. Right? If you could go back to give your first-time actress self, Champagne, some advice, if you can give that character some advice, talk to her, what would you say to her?
Whew. I would tell her not to show, like, she was doing too much, man. Like, for one, never disrespect your man like that. Like, I pulled up to beat my husband's homeboy's ass that I was fucking with. That's crazy. Like, you gotta have a little more respect in that, babe. Like,
so you would tell her to chill out?
Hell yeah, she was doing too much.
Simmer down. Not that serious. So basically, you would tell her to have some class.
Have some class, but then again, too, like, her having class, is that her lying to her husband?
She wasn't lying to him.
Exactly, though. Like,
so I mean class, like, don't be out in public exposing whatever y'all got to talk about in private. And when the man says he's done with you, be done with him too.
But it's not even the fact that happened. It was the fact that when I pulled up in the car on that scene, the whole porch cleared out. So everybody knew she was crazy.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. Have some class. Nobody will think that of you if you had some class. So what's something you've learned about communication or vulnerability from either your own relationships or from playing complex roles?
I can be vulnerable. I can take full accountability, but I'm a reflection of what I get.
How did you? So you basically just mirror what you're seeing. How is that
I
productive?
mirror what I receive. Absolutely.
How is that productive?
Depending on the situation, it's very productive.
So if you're receiving something negative, you give out the negative, right?
No. I don't mean like
that's what mirror means.
So, me being vulnerable, I can be vulnerable to you in all aspects.
Got it.
But if I see that I can't be vulnerable to a person that's not. I'm not giving you 100% if I'm only getting 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to be vulnerable and
do you think a relationship should be 50-50 or 100-100?
100-100.
Do you believe actively that everybody can give 100-100 all the time in a relationship?
Not every day, no.
So when I hear a woman say, if you're giving me 10 and I'm giving you the other 80, then I often think, what time period are we talking about?
But if a relationship's 100%, if I come...
I'm saying sometimes we can't give 100.
Absolutely.
That's where I say, how much do you care about this person? Because grace needs to be in there sometimes. Like,
absolutely.
Hey, now I do understand that you're speaking to a lackluster person that's just not giving effort. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to put it out there for the viewers that we're being very specific about the certain type of 80-10 that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or 80-20 that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about he's sick and I got to pick up some extra stuff. You know, we're actually talking about people that literally on purpose don't give you the full effort and they're not trying to appease or appeal to the relationship anymore. Mm-hmm. You're doing it all. Mm-hmm. So I'm siding with you on that. I just wanted to make it clear with them. Mm-hmm. Communication. Mm-hmm. Where in your life did you find out or figure out that communication in these relationships, like top notch, the first thing that probably needs to happen?
I'm such an open book. I'm an open book, but
open book don't say you're a good communicator.
Oh, no. Sometimes I'm not. Like I'm the queen of shutting down. Like I don't repeat myself. I don't raise my voice. And at a certain point, I start to lose respect for you because I'm a great communicator, but I don't repeat myself. If I tell you something, I might. We have an argument and I have to repeat myself 2 or 3 times this time and then maybe in 2 or 3 months. If nothing's changing, I'm shutting down. And you're never going to get that from me again.
Excellent. Do you think acting in emotional scenes ever made you reflect on how you handle real life, love, or heartbreak?
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Why would you say that?
Because that one scene that sex scene, baby, I called my ex-husband quick as a bitch. Baby, I'm coming back home. This nigga ain't shit.
She want that old thing back.
Shit.
If your Layers Champagne character had a chance to give you relationship advice, what do you think she'd say?
Fuck niggas, get money.
That's what I was thinking. That's crazy.
But it's so crazy, though, because for me to have named her, I was Champagne at a certain point of my life. And although it didn't really work out that way, my train of thought was that way. Because if you weren't coming up with no money, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now I done got grown and, but certain parts of Champagne make sense.
So imagine you're on set. Doing a romantic scene as you were, but your real life partner is watching. How do you handle that conversation later if it was to happen?
Ain't no way. Cause I mean,
not gonna happen.
Are you talking about he was on set? Oh no, that's not gonna happen. Well, no, that's not gonna happen.
You're acting.
Oh, I mean, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
So, actress in real life, a career that ain't gonna work for you in relationships.
I mean, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Well, that's not gonna happen.
Every time you try to give it some grace, you like, that ain't going down.
Cause I've been in situations where I've had to not have clothes on and things like that. But I think, with that, like, that was pretty intense. That was pretty intense. And unless I'm like, one of them girls on Pornhub getting one of them pig checks.
Whole time it was PG though. I just made it look provocative.
Yes. you did.
So you're saying he wouldn't be able to handle standing there to watch the PG? Because if they were there in person, they would see, oh, it's not what he edited it to be.
Nah, it's
Still no. It's a no. All the way around, huh? Okay.
I'm saying for the situation that I got kind of...
I ain't gonna push.
Hell no.
I got my no. I got my no in 7 different ways.
Nah.
All right, so if you had to act out a scene that mirrored one of your real relationship experiences, which emotion would dominate? Would it be love, anger, forgiveness, or confusion?
Anger. Anger like the women that be on, what's it, Snapped?
Damn.
Yes. Snapped.
You'll go straight to anger.
Man, I'm talking about it's going to be a 90-minute, you know how to start off slow?
Mm.
She was such a nice little, man, it's over with. If they peek into that one situation I'm thinking about right now, oh yeah. Computer love gone bad.
That man ain't gonna act.
Let me tell you something.
I think you putting sauce on.
Let me run up on him.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if anybody knows where a little, let me stop. I'm looking for him though.
So earlier you mentioned women are the new niggas.
Absolutely.
That's what you. And by that statement, you mean what? I need you to go into detail for me because I actually have a clip I want to play, and then we can discuss the topic.
So, unfortunately, for women, we grow up planning our wedding at 4 years old and what life, the fairy tale should look like, and then you get the person that you're in love with, and then you figure out, well, this ain't what I want. As far as how you living and the things that you desire to have. Me as a woman, I've always been a breadwinner. Never made my husband feel like it though. But it got to a point to where what the hell do I need you for? And it's so much easier. I'm an empty nester now. My kids are all grown. So for me to just be outside getting to the money, like as far as taking the jobs that I've never been able to take, and me really making them 6 figures, I'm not finna be at home baking cookies.
Okay. So with that mind state, I want to play a clip, and I want you to tell me how you feel about both the responses of the young lady and the male here.
Okay.
Women being as ambitious and business oriented and things like that now contributes to that destruction that you were speaking about?
But that ambition was yeah.
Because when he said that, that's the first thing I heard. I'm like,
Yeah, but that ambition was inserted into her subconscious mind by the white man. That's why we bring it back to the Willie Lynch letters, right? We're gonna hyper-emasculate the woman, and then we're gonna emasculate the black man, and that was the agenda. So now, I can't
That's a problem?
I can't bear kids, right?
so it's a problem?
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not here to pass judgment. Only God can
No,
do
but
that.
it's a problem
I'm
a
here to
little
give
bit.
information. No, this is what I'm saying. When we understand what hasn't worked for us, then we have to come to terms with that reality, and that's accountability. So when we talk about divorce rates, when we talk about the man being this and the man not doing that, right? Well, if my relationship with God is not strong,
Smart.
if my relationship with God,
Smart.
if my
I'ma bring you
relationship
in.
with
Going back
God,
to
I'm
God.
gonna bring you in. I'm gonna bring you in. Smart.
Yeah.
I need clear answers.
I did.
I need
But-
clear
But I'm making
answers.
listen, hold on.
I need you
Hold
to
on.
explain to me
I did.
in
Here we
plain
go.
context without taking it to the moon. I need you to explain to me.
I didn't
Is
take
an
it to the moon.
ambitious woman a problem? You say yes,
No,
right?
no, I didn't,
or did you not say that?
I didn't say yes or no. This is what I said, because I'm learning that sometimes a person's emotions about what I'm saying makes it hard to look at the context of what I'm saying. So,
We're going to stop right there for now. What do you think so far about what's being said?
She asked a simple question.
Go ahead.
She
Explain
asked
to
a
me.
very simple question.
Break it down
Is
for
an
me.
ambitious woman a problem? Yes or no? And in my personal experiences, when that question has been brought up, me being an emotional being, and it's somehow it always turns out to be that. I'm not sure, but a woman can have ambition. A woman can be a wife. A woman can, have 16 kids if she wants to, and still be ambitious to have the things that she wants to have with the right man. But if a man is telling her that her place is to be emotional and in the corner.
That's not what he said.
Okay, well, what's the point of him bringing up the emotions part, though? Like, what was
He's
that?
breaking down the dynamic of how they ruined the family unit in the black community.
But is it?
She asked, so I'm going to tell you where it started. She asked, what's the problem with a woman being ambitious to be facetious? She wasn't asking because she really wants to know. That's why she keeps cutting him off. She doesn't want to him to get his point off. Because what he's pointing back...
I heard her ask a question. And then,
right. But when he starts to break down, hey, listen, you're taking what I'm saying out of context. That's why he's not angry. Okay. He's like, you just keep trying to take me off of my point because you know I'm about to hit the point that you don't want to hear. The point of it is that they destroyed the government.
Oh, yeah.
Destroyed the black family unit by separating us, right? What did they do? Give the woman a check?
Give the woman benefits.
And say, but I can't give you benefits unless he's out of the home.
And then they gave
right?
the community crack.
That's what he's explaining to her, but she don't want to hear that. She want to say, you feel intimidated by us being ambitious. Okay. He's saying, no, what's more profitable is the family unit. Fuck a degree. Yeah. The kids need me and you, not me out of the home and you get the bread and the degrees. Yeah. That's what he's trying to explain. She don't want him to say that. Because then she'll have to admit, damn, we really fell for it. As women, we fell for the bag, not knowing we needed this black man in the home. That's what he's trying to explain. So I was wondering what you heard, and I knew why you wanted to side with her. You're like, damn, it's a simple question. Just answer it, right? Well, it's not that simple. You can't just say yes or no to a question like that. You have to give context. He's saying, let me give you context. Don't throw me off the point. So I'll let you finish the clip and you'll see where it goes.
Okay. Because you stopped in the middle when I saw it.
I stopped it on purpose because I saw your faces changing and people were watching. They don't want to just look at you going and not know why you're doing that. You see what I'm saying? So here's the rest.
Look at the context of what I'm saying. So they hear what they want to hear. So I'm making adjustments because my goal is to help our people.
Let them know. Give it to them real though.
I am doing.
No, but I wait. So what he's saying, I get that.
Yeah, I get it too.
So what I'm saying is, a woman has a particular role, and if she doesn't play that role, there's no family or no family structure. A man, the black man, has a role he has to play. If he doesn't play that role, there's no family or family structure. So you've been taught that you're maintaining a child is raising a child as a single mother. So you're thinking that, oh, food, clothes, and shelter, it's not raising a child. That's maintaining a child. To raise a child, you need man and woman in that household. You need a coalition of masculine and feminine energy working simultaneously together. But just because you get support from the government, you mistake the maintenance as the raising. And then now the child is up. Because that daughter doesn't see a man in a home. So she doesn't know how to be nurturing for the man that eventually is in her home.
The support from the government, you mean like...
Section 8.
Yeah, all that type of stuff.
Okay.
So she got offended by the Section 8 notion when he's not pointing the finger at every woman saying that's how you raise. He's literally just saying, you took the male out of the home. Now so many kids are saying, I never had a daddy. Whole time, daddy lived up the street. Mama didn't want him around to continue to collect, right? That's not every woman. It's just for whatever reason. It shouldn't be that a check is more important than either parent, right?
Of course not.
The mom is equally as important as the dad. He's saying that's not how it is no more. And they purposely did that. We can weaken the family if we divide them. Every war that's been won, they divided the enemy to conquer. Right. So that's why I asked, now what do you think about this?
So like me, because this is something I like, I really like. Me and my girlfriends have talks about this all the time. And, early 70s, that's exactly what Black America looked like. You know what I mean? My mom being from that era and then having me in 80. I'm older. It's all right, though. But me being born in 80, my mom...
We damn the same age.
But my mom having me, and, she lived that rough life for a little bit and, getting the checks. And I do believe at a certain point, I probably did have a electric bill on my name when I was 3. Who knows? But that's them going through life surviving, as survival mode, right? And I like what he said as far as like, us having the kids by ourselves, that's just maintaining, because I raised 3 boys. Mm-hmm. But it's survival mode. Like I'm gonna do what I have to do. And my mom was a gangster. Like for her to just up one day and decide to go into the military and get us out of where we were living in, to this day, I drive back where my mom's from, and ain't no way. Like, we would have really went through some crazy times. And for her just to one day wake up and make that decision. And, I was raised in Hawaii most of my life. Like, she completely changed every single thing for us. And then once it was time for me to have children, me being raised by this strong Black woman, and then my grandmother, she was like, my grandmother was the first Black coal miner in Kentucky, and she had nightclubs when that was unheard of for a Black woman. So now I'm trying to follow behind that. The man kind of got lost. And even the men that I've been with I've been in fantastic relationships, but yeah.
So I'm wondering if you see the effects of the father being missing.
Absolutely.
Even today, at your age, you understand how important.
Men nowadays, I know 30-year-old men that have no control over their emotions. Like,
no, I mean, how did it affect you personally?
Me personally, because I raised 3 boys.
Okay, so you're saying no? I mean, was your dad there?
No.
Did that affect you? That's what I'm asking about. I'm saying, did you tend to see that show up in whether it was your feelings or certain situations where you like? If I had my dad around, maybe this wouldn't have went.
I'm not going to say I never really had dad. I mean, I've always been a daddy's girl, and my dad wasn't there for other reasons.
It doesn't matter. But, I don't want to know that.
But I had a strong Black man in my life. Like, you know what I mean? So it was never that. Okay. But me getting to a point to where I did not hesitate to do it all myself. I don't need a nigga. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, that's what he was speaking to. Women shouldn't have to result to that survival mode.
Yeah, but that's generational.
Had we stuck together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's generational,
and that's what I'm focused on is I'd rather see us stick together.
Yeah.
Than continuously find any little reason to part ways with each other. Even if it's an amicable part. Yeah. Let us be active. You see what I'm saying?
And I will say that the women in my life never really coached me to stay in my relationships. It was always, on to the next, or you don't need him, or so, yeah.
And that's it's horrible. That's terrible advice.
It's horrible.
To tell somebody to keep jumping around. Yeah. There's no stability in that, and actually there's no wisdom in that thought.
At all.
To say, I got to keep traveling through people's energies to find mine, I'll never find it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's one red flag that you could spot a mile away, but you still love it? In men. You know it ain't no good, but you love it. That's a random question, but I'm gonna ask
it. Let me tell you what my 6th flag is. Mm-hmm. If I block you on every single, and you send me a cash app to get through.
Money again. Didn't we just get through talking about?
Hey, you asked me, I'm telling you. Hey, I ain't gonna answer. It's gotta be more like a $50 cash app. I'll answer for $50. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, the $50 will make me respond back. But
I get it. You said a bag. Come with a bag and everything fixed.
Yeah. It's not even with a bag though. It's like if I'm blocking you, it's for a reason.
Ma'am, nobody.
If you want to come back and
nobody should be able to pay their way back into your life. If you're done, be done. However, your ideology, I don't want to move you, but I'm telling you, it's a horrible habit. I get it, but it's a horrible habit. It's terrible. Nobody should be able to pay for your presence. Nobody. I'm telling you, my value is way too high for somebody to pay me for my presence.
Excuse me.
Unless I'm working these cameras. Pay me. And I will show up with every camera and lens and light I got.
Well, sometimes the pipe is piping.
Well, say that then.
Don't say the Lord, like I block and block and block.
Well, don't disguise what you're really going back for with money if it's really about I wanted this person all along anyway.
No,
It's
I
just
don't want the person. I want that dick.
that comes attached to the person.
No.
Whether you like it or not, it's attached to the person.
Mm.
So, ma'am, you wanted the person. Because if you put that same pipe on a stranger, you wouldn't take it because it's a stranger. But you want it on this person to bring it
You know
to
how
you.
many days I prayed for that pipe to be on a stranger? You know how many days I paid for that pipe to be able to be
Shut
detached and put on
Shey.
the dresser? At the point where I don't even like talking to the person it's attached to.
You just want to give it to somebody else and say, use this.
Man, that pipe be piping though.
Use this.
Shuts me up every time.
I like to end my shows with a good word for the people. So lead the people with something positive that they can use out here in life. Straight from Miss Shey. Curated by Miss Shey and Miss Shey alone.
Man.
I'll go first if you need me to, so you
Okay,
can think
go
about
ahead.
it.
Yeah, 'cause that's something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to always say, stay prayed up, stay powerful. Do not forget who you are out here in this world. You are stronger than you feel, and nobody should be able to trick you out of your spot of being positive and living out your dreams. It's never too late. There is no time limit on greatness. So keep working, keep pushing. You just might wake up one morning and your entire life changed for the better. That's what I got for the people. What do you got for the
Well,
people?
something I always tell, and this is something I tell my close peeps, but I have a theory. You're the only person that can see the back of your eyelids. Meaning that no matter what the world thinks of you, no matter what you go through, and you're the only person that can lay down and actually make dreams and movies with your eyes closed. You're the only person that can see the back of your eyelids. So every day's a restart. Every day's a restart.
There we go. And fade to scene. Miss Shey, thank y'all for coming out to deal with me and Shey's BS. We'll see y'all soon again because we got other work to do. But Miss Shey, thank you for showing up
No, thank you
and
for
showing
having
out
me.
for me. I always say time is the most expensive thing that you can extend me, so I thank you for that. Y'all be blessed on y'all journeys. Man, that was a powerful conversation. It's always dope to see how someone's first acting experience can lead to so much self-discovery. Miss Shey really showed us that acting isn't just about playing a character. It's about understanding yourself in ways you've never expected. We talked about the beauty and the challenges of relationships, what it takes to protect your peace, and how staying true to who you are can make and break both your art and your connections. If you haven't already, make sure you go back and watch Layers, because once you've heard her perspective, you'll see her performance in a whole new way. This is the Jermaine Hall Show. We're here to bring you real stories, real lessons, and real power. Until the next time, stay prayed up, stay grounded, and stay powerful.